Alright, so once we have that general shape, go back to face select. We want to add a loop cut here, so Control R, that looks good there, and then S to scale it down to about there. Alright. So now I'm just going to turn on. Hide the top image, and we have some weird stuff going on. Okay, that's because we still have this shape here. So face select, and I'm in the Red Bull can object. Right, and if you remember, it's X to delete, and you're going to select delete faces. All right, let's go back into object mode. I'm going to turn on lid. Cool. That's looking good so far. And we won't see any detail yet, but that is a-okay. So back on the lid, tab to go into edit mode, 7 for top view, bring back the reference image, X-ray mode, go back into vertex select. And let's add a loop cut. So Control R. I lied. Escape that. You're going to go to face select. See if we can select all these here. So I selected all of these right here. Could have done face select too, but and we're going to inset this to about right there. Sweet, so we kind of have that outer and then inner stuff going on here. And if you need to move some of these points around, that would probably be the time to do it. Alright, so I'm going to go into edge select now. I'm going to turn off this X-ray mode. I'm going to hide the reference just so you can see which loop cut I'm selecting, but we want to do this one right here. Actually, no, it's going to be this one right here. So Alt Option to click on this one here. You're going to do, oops, I'm orbiting out now. Turn off this reference image. You're going to do G and Z. Move this slightly up like that. Alright, so back 7 into top view, turn back the reference image, and now we're going to focus on this general shape here. So you're still in edge select, and hold down shift as you're holding down alt to make sure that you are getting all of these edges here. And when you have this entire edge loop selected, you're going to hit S to scale slightly in. Right. We're going to do Control R to make a loop cut here. Left click once, left click again. Okay, and then we'll add one more in between those two. So Control R, left click twice. So it's 3 loop cuts that we've added. Right, so similar to what we did with the other loop cut, I'm going to turn this off here. Just like now, turn that back on. 7 to go into top view. Hold Control or Command on your keyboard to box select these over here. There we go. So we only want this bottom half of the loop cut selected. I can turn off this reference image here. We're going to do G and then Z to bring this up like this. There we go. All right, I'm going to go into object mode now just to kind of see what we have going on. Okay, so far so good. We are going to fix how rough this looks. Okay, we can fix some of this. Make sure you're in object mode, the lid is selected. In your properties panel, you should find a little wrench icon. This is your modifiers. Click on that, hit this drop down to add a modifier, and look for subdivision surface. And that's looking much better already. If you lose a lot of the detail, you can hit tab to go into edit mode. You can toggle this little icon here if you're losing some of those edges. We can see this is still selected. Do GZ to move this up. Alt Option to select this one, right? GZ to move it up higher. Toggle that back on. Go back into object mode. You can start bringing some of that back. Okay, and then we can still better define this too by going into tabbed edit mode. And you're going to do bevel, so Control B to bevel. Ooh. Oh, escape really quick. Control B, remember to add the, use your scroll wheel to add those extra bevels. Looks good there. And do Alt Option to select this loop here, but remember it's Control or Command to deselect these right here. There we go. Then Control B again. Right? Tab to go back into object mode, and that's looking much, much better. Alright, so this would be a good spot to save as. We are in 03 here, and the next video is going to be taking care of that little tab portion here.